I'm assuming if you came to my page, you also have a father wound. I'm assuming if you came to my page, you're feeling stuck right now. I myself have a father wound, and I have been there. I've been stuck, and it all started way back when I was a little girl. It started, I guess I would say maybe 5 years old is when mine started. It turned into child abuse, sexual abuse as I got older. And then just like many other people that suffer from PTSD, you felt stuck in life. You felt like the triggers that came your way just kept you stuck. And I'm here to tell you that I'm a walking testimony of you're not stuck. And I want to tell my story over time, and hopefully my goal is to share how God released that idea that I'm stuck. And it's not a one-stop shop with God. It's not like you're going to be unstuck in a day. It's not like if you pray to God today and ask him to release this, that he'll just release it and then you're done. It's a journey. And it's been a journey for me. I just want to tell you, there's been a lot of healing in my life that's taken on from God helping me. God had a purpose in my life that I had no idea about. I knew nothing about this journey that he was sending me on. I was stuck most of my life. I was married 2 times. I'm now married for the 3rd. 2 other times that I was married, both of my spouses really didn't know how to help me. There were triggers in our relationship and things that would happen that would trigger me, and it would set me into a spiral. I would get so stuck in whatever happened that sometimes I couldn't even get out of bed. Sometimes I couldn't even get up and go to work. Sometimes I would just spend days crying and not knowing how to fix myself. I would go to counseling. I had 2 counselors diagnose me with PTSD. And it started with marriage counseling. I'm going to say that first. It started with marriage counseling, and the counselor finally said, look, I want to see you, Darlene, by yourself. And my husband at the time said, okay, because we were trying to fix our problems with each other. We had no idea back then that anything had to do with my childhood, but the counselor picked right up on that. And so through counseling and through different counselors that I went to, I was able to understand what my condition was. However, nobody seemed to want to do anything about helping my condition except medicate me. And I didn't want to be medicated. I didn't want to be stuck on medicine the rest of my life to get the flashbacks out of my head, to get the things that happened from my father, what he did to me, the abuse. I didn't want to be medicated like that. I knew that there had to be some better way than that. I'm a very passionate person, and I love the Lord, and I always loved the Lord, but I didn't really give over my life to the Lord in the way I should have. I spent many years running from God. I loved him. I prayed to him, but I didn't understand that I needed to lay down many things in my life, many bad habits. I was a smoker, and I smoked like a fiend. I was anxious all the time. I'm a coffee drinker, still am a coffee drinker, but I smoked heavily to help calm me down. I guess that's what I thought it was doing, was calming me down, but it really wasn't. It wasn't calming me. It wasn't doing anything of the sort. It was actually making it worse. But through time, I would like to share my story and talk about different things that happened over time with this wound. But I want to tell you also that I'm not just telling you this story to be stuck in it. I'm telling you this story to let you know that there is hope. There is light at the end of the tunnel. A lot of goodness came out of this for me in my life. So I'm not going to sit here and say that, that it defeated me, because it didn't. The devil wanted to keep me down. And as we talk about more of this throughout my journey of talking to you about my journey, I want to also talk to you about the ways that the devil used my family to keep me down. My family didn't want me to rise up. and they knew what my triggers were. Over the years, my family kept throwing things my way, throwing things at me to keep me stuck. They didn't want me to heal. They didn't want me to get better. And when I said or talked about things that my dad did to me, just, remembering him, having flashbacks, and I would bring it up to one of my sisters, they would say, oh, just move on. You need to move on with this. You need to stop stewing about this. I had no emotional support from anybody. Not my mother, not my sisters. And I understand if any of you have ever been through this and are going through this right now, I understand how you feel totally. But I'm letting you know that there is hope. There is hope. God will set you free. But it's a journey that you're going to have to be willing to go on. You're going to have to look at yourself in this and be ready for what God is going to reveal to you. Remember, the Bible says that God is near the brokenhearted. He is near the ones who are crushed. And God was in my story all along, and I really didn't know it then. But I know it now. Looking back, I see how much he helped me, where he took me, and where he took me to this place now. I'm a licensed barber. I'm also the founder of Senior Cuts Foundation. My goal is to help seniors 55 and older to get affordable grooming, but also help anyone along the way that has been unhoused through PTSD, trauma, veterans, to get groomed for free. So my foundation is setting up a way to be able to get donations to help us make an impact with this, so that many of the vets and unhoused seniors can get the grooming that they need, and also care packages that we're putting together to help them stay motivated to stay groomed. So God brought me through this journey of childhood abuse, sexual abuse, all these things that I've gone through in my life to bring me to this place now. And that's why I can literally sit here and tell you that there is hope. There's a reason why you went through what you went through. There was a reason why God had us go through this trauma, this muck of a situation that you felt like you were, if you feel like it now, or if you felt like it at some point, that you were stuck at the bottom of a pit that you were never going to get out of. I promise you, you will. But you got to cling on to God for it. You got to hold on to him, because he's going to carry you through. And you got to go to him every day. This is not something you just pray about sometimes. It's a daily journey. Hold on to him and he will help you through. So if anybody is here today that has felt or gone through what I'm just explaining to you, please comment below and say father wound, and let me know that you came across this video today. My heart goes out to every one of you. And I pray that every one of you that are going through this and struggling will get the help that you need. God bless you.